moving on, speaking of communities in which we work and live, our next speaker will say a few words about Project Seva, an organization that has been consistent in its mission of community service for the last 27 years. It is involved in many community activities that I will let Mrs. Mona Alag fill you in on. I do not want to take her thunder, Mrs. Alag. Please welcome President of Project Seva, Mrs. Mona Alag, who's also the past president of FICA and an active member of the Indian community.
Thank you, Savita. Good evening, everybody. What a wonderful program Sujata and her team has put together today. You deserve a round of applause. Very much. I'm here to give you the update on Project Seva as well as the India Cultural Gardens. I received a message from Raj Pillai, which he wanted me to read to you. It's hard to believe that we will be celebrating the 10th anniversary of the Gandhi statue later this year. We are excited about an exciting new addition in the India Cultural Garden, namely the Sanchi Stupa, style Torada or monumental gate that was part of the original design for the garden that was approved in 2003. I think we have some pictures of what the gate was supposed to look like. This will just keep rolling. It gives you an idea of what Project Seva does, and there's also a picture of the Sanchi Stupa, the gate. This project is supposed to cost $150,000, and thanks to a successful fundraiser hosted in October of 2015 by committee chair Mona Alag and members Swati Sathe, Kusum Menthia, Lata Baryani and Poonam Punwani, we have reached the 100,000 mark towards our goal. This includes a prior donation by IPNO, pledges that were received at the fundraiser itself. Thank you. Now to Project Seva. We function on a budget, a very modest budget of $20,000. That's our budget for the entire year. And considering what we do with that $20,000, you will know that we use it very judiciously. We're very careful, we stretch our dollar to the maximum. The operating expenses of mailing and brochures and flyers are borne by the committee members themselves. A big part of our success in doing what we do is IPNO. They have consistently supported us through the years with a very huge donation. And I think Dr. Yalavarthi is here, and I would like to thank him and IPNO for your ongoing support of Project Seva. Thank you. What we do with your money that you so generously have donated over the years, two things. We have never not served a meal at any of the churches due to lack of funds. And all the money that we have raised and spent has all come from the community, from people like you and me. We have never reached outside the community for a dime. So I think that in itself says a lot about the generosity that you people have displayed over the years, and we thank you for that. We serve meals at 4 area churches: St. Coleman's, Morning Star Baptist Church, Hopewell Baptist Church, and a recently added St. Luke's. We distribute blankets to homeless shelters. Depending on the funding, anywhere from 700 to 1,000 blankets are distributed every year. Hygiene packages. This is all from the money that you give us. It goes directly, it's transferred into services. In addition to that, we serve 2 home-cooked meals at Ronald McDonald House. A few years ago, there was a young Indian girl who was here for treatment, and she was at the Ronald McDonald House, and she requested an Indian meal. And it was so well received by the parents of the children who were unfortunately housed there that we decided to make it an annual event. We now do 2 meals a year, one in the summer and one in the winter. Our volunteers, this is of no expense to Project Seva. Our volunteers buy the ingredients, go to Ronald McDonald House, cook the food, and serve it. And from the remarks and the comments that we get from their directors, it is one of the most well-received meals of the year. Everybody truly enjoys it. In addition to this, we have another program which we fondly call Clicking Needles. We have moms and grandmas in the community knitting blankets that go over the incubators of the children being treated at Rainbow Babies and Children's Hospital. We promised them 100 blankets, and probably by the end of February, we will be able to deliver them. This is all, again, volunteer work. No cost to Project Seva. The yarn is donated by a single person. And if any one of you would like to be a part of it, please, I have a trunk full of yarn even now as we speak. Cozy recently gave us the distinct honor of being chosen as the most outstanding not-for-profit service organization. And there were many applicants, and we were very, very fortunate and indeed very proud to get this honor. Somebody that I've known for a while met me outside and said, "Why do you do this? And how long are you going to do it?" But Project Seva, not me. And it's going to fade out. It's going to fade out. It's not going to last too long. And why we do it, let me give you 2 examples. When you see an elderly man trying to sneak 2 dinner rolls and a cookie into his pocket after he's had his meal at the church, he looked at me, saw me looking at him. He thought he owed me an explanation, which he didn't. He came up to me and he said, "Well, I got myself dinner and dessert for tonight." A 6-year-old young boy clutching a gallon of milk that was left over from the meal and telling his mother, "I can have milk in my cereal now, Mom, and you're not getting any of this for your coffee." That's why we do it. There is a tremendous need in the inner city for meals that you allow us to serve. And as for it dying out, fading out, Project Seva is 27 years old. And as I said, we've never not served a meal for lack of funds. A few years ago, I got an email from a young parent, Sanjay Patel, who used to help us with our flyers for Holi and Diwali. His then 10-year-old son wanted to not have a birthday party, but donate the money to Project Seva. There is another young couple, Manglanis, I believe, who Chand Manglani is very keen that her 2 daughters get involved with Project Seva, and they're, I think, all of 8 and 9 years old. Thirdly, the one that is most dear to me, my grandson, our grandson, asked me, "What is Project Seva?" And after I explained to him, he offered to give his Halloween candy away when Project Seva was giving clothes and scarves to Shiksha Dan students. He gathered all his candy in a jar and gave it away at Shiksha Dan. So I don't think Project Seva is going away. I don't think it's going anywhere. It's here to stay. And in all humility, we ask that you please support us, be it $5 or $500. Anything you wish is accepted by us, is welcome by us. Thank you for your time.